What's up, everybody? Long time no see. It's me, Bryson Booker, in the place to be, boy, with another review just for you. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope video for you to step to. Well, if you can even step to a video. I don't even know. I try making myself cool for the masses. At least those of you that are actually like songs from the 90s, at least, but. Yeah, it's not working too well. These modern references I keep using keep failing. But one thing that doesn't fail are microphones, right? And I got one right here for me to review just for you. And this microphone that I'm going to review is considered an industry standard. And when I say industry standard, I mean when you go everywhere, on stages everywhere, at almost any church venue you go to, or any performing arts center, or any theater, any concert venue, you're gonna see this particular item. And in a sense, it's this particular microphone. What microphone am I talking about now? I'm talking about the Shure SM57 vocal microphone, instrument microphone, everything microphone. This is pretty much, it's an everything microphone. You can mic everything with it. Honestly. And if you were crazy enough, you would probably use all SM57s for your whole band, which you probably could do, because they're an everything microphone. You literally can mic anything with this mic, and it'll sound pretty darn good. And that's why it's been a standard. The SM57 originally came out originally the older brother to the 57 was the Shure, I can't remember what model Uodyne was it, but it came out in the late 60s, and it was kind of the predecessor to the SM57, which came out in the early 70s or late 60s, either one. But this is an industry standard microphone. Everybody knows this guy. I mean, snare drums, bass cabinets, guitar cabinets, acoustic guitars, the president's vocals. I mean, you see these everywhere. They're a standard. And I finally picked up the standard. It's been a while since I actually bought a microphone, so I said, you know what? If I got the time, if I got the money, which I had a little extra money, I'm like, well, why not? So back in like October, I got this SM57. Now, I'm actually using another industry standard, so to speak, as you hear right now. I'm using a Shure SM58. As I'm talking to you all right now. So again, this is another industry standard that everybody knows, everybody loves, everybody can't live without. Well, this is pretty much an SM58 slightly on steroids, or lack of steroids. Basically, this kind of features the same technology as the 58, just slight variances, like literally slight variances in technologies, but pretty much the 58 and 57 are almost identically, at least according to Shure, the same microphone. And I don't know, because of that, or because of it's just so popular, Shure keeps making both models, the 58 and the 57. And they've really been the same price for years. Sometimes Guitar Center lowers the 58 and 57 down to like 89 bucks. But you can pick up one of these babies still for $99 at Guitar Center. Have a whole box full of them, and still not have enough. Like, you still got to go out to Guitar Center and get more. But I love this microphone. It's a very full sounding microphone. It has nice attack. It has nice body. I pretty much gave my Electro Voice CO4 mic away. That mic I did not like. It really tried to be a 57, but it just could not be a 57. And I was kind of getting sick of it. And so I gave it to somebody else who would definitely use it and use it well. And I said, you know what? If I want the real thing, I might as well get the real thing. And so that's why I bought this 57, because it gives me the sound that I'm looking for instead of this carbon copy sound that other manufacturers try to reproduce when they just can't. There's only one 57. And then there's an Audix i5. But still, there's only one 57 that gives you that fat, juicy, thick, warm sound that you're looking for. Or a nice, thin, and crispy sound if you use it on vocals. Tom Petty, from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, used this 57 on his vocals in the studio as well as live. Guys, this mic has been everywhere. Literally, if it could talk, it could tell a billion stories, because that's how popular it is. And that's how awesome it is. So what I'm going to do in the next part of the video, as soon as I change my battery, is do a test for you and let you hear it in person. Okay, now you are currently hearing the Shure SM57 microphone. Alright, again, I don't actually have my EQ set flat here. Now I do. By the way, if you're wondering, I'm using a Mackie Mix 5 mixer to do this test. So that's what you're hearing right now. This microphone literally is going straight into the mixer, which is going straight into my camera. And no extra processing, no compressing, no gating, nothing has been done to the microphone. This is what it sounds like with the EQ set flat. And as you can probably tell, I sound a bit crispy, and that's kind of the way that this microphone sounds on a vocal. Sometimes you want that in a vocal, sometimes you don't. It really depends on what you're looking for. I'm actually a little bit further back from the microphone, but I'll scoot up so you can hear that proximity effect that it gives, and I'll scoot on back because that can get very annoying and very loud very quickly. Sorry if you had earbuds on, my bad. But again, for vocals, it sounds pretty darn good. It's decent. If I were to choose which one I would probably put on a vocal, it would probably be a 58, because I think a 58 is definitely meant to tolerate vocals a lot better than this 57. If you do use this 57 for vocals, it's definitely recommended that you get a pop filter, because you have a lot of breath noise, and obviously that's not good on vocals. With the every time they make a P or a B, it really stands out. So you would definitely need a pop filter if you plan on using this thing for vocals. But anything else, you really don't need a pop filter for. So if you want to put this on guitars, if you want to put this on even on a bass cabinet, it sounds pretty good on bass, guys. Gives you that nice vintage 70s tone, and which is sometimes what I'm looking for in different things. So, you can get that kind of tone, a crunchy, nice, warm guitar tone, especially distorted, I can't even speak today. Distorted guitar sounds great on a 57, I'm telling you. Not so much a 58, but a 57, yes. And snare drum, obviously, it's the king of snare drum sounds. Gotta love it. And I think I've seen some people use this for saxophones, horns, to get a nice, round, warm horn sound. You can use this on saxes, horns. I mean, guys, this mic is so flexible, it's honestly unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's why it remained a standard, and that's why it's still a standard, and that's why they're still on stages and in homes such as mine, especially if you only have a very, 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 very limited budget like moi. Everywhere. I'll let you take a look at the specs from Shure.com, because, that's an important thing that you have to look at. And I'm sorry, my computer is not really that good, but this is from Shure.com. Sorry if you can't see that, I'll just read it for you. The type of mic that it is, scoot that up. All right. The type of mic that it is a dynamic mic. It's a cardioid mic, so it really picks up sounds in front of it, not really on the sides or at the bottom. The frequency response is from 15 kilohertz to 40 hertz, so it gets pretty darn low, people. But obviously, it doesn't really get that high. And the photo pattern, I just said that unidirectional or cardioid. Pretty simple specs. Pretty simple specs for a pretty simple microphone. A pretty simple but standard microphone from Shure. Again, this is a great microphone. I'm going to switch back to my 58 here so you can kind of hear a difference. Check 1 2. All right, back on the 58 now. And for my 58, I gotta have to cut the bass a little bit, or else it'll be too boomy. All right, there we go. So here's the 58, and you just got done hearing the 57. Again, an industry standard. The reason why it has tape at the bottom of it is because sometimes I use this one at school, and so when I'm using mine at school, I don't want it to get confused with the other 57s that we have, because we have a billion of them. So don't want to get it confused with the others. So that's why I put this blue strip of tape on there, just to identify that this one is mine. But it's a great microphone from Shure, $99, or on Shure.com you can get it with a USB adapter, so you could use it for podcasts, different things like that, and you'll be paying $199 for that. But if you just want the microphone itself, it comes with a clip for it. It also comes with some other goodies that Shure loves to give you every time, like a Shure sticker. I mean, who doesn't need a lot of these, right? You can never have too many Shure stickers, and a cable wrap tie. So if you're bad at cable wrapping, you can just basically wrap your cable in this, and it'll be semi-wrapped. All right. So Shure gives you those cool goodies that everybody loves, as well as a carrying bag, because you got to protect your 57, even though it can definitely resist some drops. Definitely, you don't want to drop it too much. That's why they give you the bag. Obviously, it's not that durable, but it is pretty durable. So again, love my 57, love my 58, love everything Shure, man. I'm a Shure maniac. I even got their headphones over here. Check this out. I'm a Shure fanatic, guys. It's not just because I'm advertising the company. I just love their gear, and they make pretty serious gear for pretty serious people, especially people that are just everyday musicians. That's why they're the standard. That's why they're gonna probably remain the standard for years. Good gear, good prices, definitely good quality. Shure SM57, guys.